welcome to Carona Yoga. So I'm sure we're all feeling different levels of challenge, dealing with disrupted schedules and stress and worry and anxiety. So time to do some yoga. So let's just find our grounding sitting on a blanket. If you like, 2 blankets so that the base of your spine is just a little lifted, and then just working that your spine should be nice and straight, your shoulders relaxed, you can close your eyes and just get centered and grounded, coming into the moment, coming into being right here, right now. So once we get grounded, it's good to connect to one's breath. And a lot of times when we start connecting to the breath, we notice that the breath is a little shallow. So one of the ways that I like to get the breath to be deeper is to place my hands on my belly and just concentrate on the breath coming into the belly. So just breathing into the belly and exhaling, and the belly contracts. Breathing into the belly, exhaling, and the belly contracts. Breathing into the belly, exhaling, and pulling the belly in. Now we're going to build that breath a little more. So I'm going to breathe into the belly and continue breathing in as I open up my ribs. And then release the ribs and contract the belly. Breathing into the belly, opening the ribs, releasing the ribs, contracting the belly. And I'll do 2 more breaths like that, breathing into the belly, opening up the ribs, and then releasing the ribs and contracting the belly. 1 more, belly, ribs, release, contract. Now I'm going to go for 3-part breaths. I'm going to open the belly, open the ribs, and then open all the way into the chest and the lungs. So breathing into the belly, opening the lungs, opening the chest, holding the breath in the chest, and then releasing chest, releasing lungs, ribs, contract the belly. 3-part breath, belly, ribs, chest, and then release, chest, ribs, belly. So this way I feel like I'm accessing a really nice, deep, full breath. I'll do 2 more of these classic yogic 3-part breaths. Belly, ribs, lungs, release, 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 and then 1 more, belly, ribs, lungs, and release, release, release. Now I want to start moving, bringing some more movement into the body. So let's pair movement to breath as we breathe in, lifting up and stretching up that spine, and exhale, exhale, let it go, let it go, let it go, and let's keep going. Breathing in and lifting up, 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 up. Exhale, 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 exhale. I'm going to do 1 more like this. Breathing in, lifting up, reaching those arms up, stretching the spine up, and exhale, exhale as I drop the arms, Good. So bringing some twist into the spine, I'm going to lift my arms up, and then as I exhale, I'm turning over to my right side, and I'm lifting up. I'm lifting up, 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 turning over to look over my right shoulder, and then coming forward. Let's do it to the other side. Breathing in and up, lifting up, and coming down over to my left side. I'm reaching that spine nice and up, looking over my left shoulder, looking over my left shoulder, stretching up and coming forward. Now I'm going to go forward. I'm just reaching my arms up. I'm coming forward. I'm going to walk forward, walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. Drop my head down. And I'm going to, while my head is dropped down, I'm going to breathe into my back. So I'm breathing. One breath into my back. Exhale, breathing in. Another breath into the back, and then coming up. And let's do all of that again. So I'm going to go up, exhale to the right side, press down to lift my spine up, and then turn to look over my right shoulder. Come forward, lift up, inhale up, exhale to the left side, press down to lift up, turn over to look over my left shoulder, and then come forward. I'm going to come up, come forward, walk my hands forward, stretch down, drop my head, come back, and now I'm going to do the opposite movement. I'm going to take my arms up, and I'm going to place my hands down on the ground, lift up my chest, lift up my whole upper body, and roll my shoulders back. And let's shake out those shoulders, shake, shake, shake. Uncross the legs, let's stretch them out. And I'm going to try and get a little more length here. So stretching out the legs, bending and flexing, bend and flex, bend and flex, bend and flex. And let's up the music a little. And let's go. So we're coming up, reaching up. I'm going to have my knees bent. I'm going to put another mat over here so that, good, okay. So my knees are bent and I'm coming up. And I'm coming forward and dropping my head down, down. Inhale up, lifting up, exhale forward, drop the head down, down, down. Now when I come up, I'm going to push my feet a little bit more forward. I'm coming up, coming up, coming up, and trying to get my hands to the underside of my feet, dropping my head down. Breathing in and out to my back. That's now starting to stretch right from the bottom of the sacrum. Breathing in. Inhale. Exhale, lifting the arms up. Stretching those feet out a little more. And coming forward. Dropping the head down. Picking the head up to breathe in. Exhale, dropping the head down, lifting up. Let's do this one more time. I'm now stretching my legs out, almost all the way to the floor. I'm lifting up and I'm coming down. My hands are grabbing the underside of my soles of my feet, and I'm dropping my head down, and I'm lifting my head up. And now I'm ready to move on. So I'm going to change the mat so that we don't have all those different colors. So here we go. So here's my blanket. I'm putting my blanket underneath my knees, and maybe I'll work like this so that you can see what I'm doing better. So I'm going to do some dog and cat stretches. So I'm breathing into dog, lifting my head up, and then exhaling, picking my back up, breathing into dog, exhale, rounding my back up, and let's just do a couple more of those. I'll face you. So breathing into dog. When we breathe into dog, the head is lifting up, and then we breathe into cat, the back arches up. And let's do one more. Dog, back like that, and cat, back like that. And then sitting back on the heels. So it's really good in these challenging times. We want to make sure that we detoxifying, and one of the really helpful things to do to detoxify is to do breathing. So let's do alternate nostril breathing. Alternate nostril breathing. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to close off my right nostril, and I'm going to breathe in through my left nostril, breathing in. Closing off that left nostril, holding both nostrils closed, releasing the right, and breathing out on the right side. Breathing in on the right, closing it off, holding the breath in, releasing on the left, breathing out on the left. Breathing in on the left, closing the left, releasing, and breathing out on the right. And that's alternate nostril breathing. It's a cleansing breath. It's a balancing breath. It's a good breath to do if you're feeling stressed or unbalanced. Okay, so moving on. So we're going to move into some postures they call downward facing dog. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up my knees, and I'm just pushing myself up into a V shape. So because I'm going to be changing angles, I think I am going to be using 2 mats. Trying to figure out the best way to have access to the video in the most positive way. Maybe I'll use 2 mats of the same color, and then I can switch back and forth really nice and easily. Okay, so I'm going to come into downward facing dog. Here I am. It's a nice V shape, and I'm just going to let my knees bend as I stretch out my calf muscles. Stretching out, stretching out, stretching out, stretching out those calf muscles. And then I'm going to shift forward into my plank pose. So my plank pose, I'm holding myself nice and straight, and from there back into downward dog and back into plank. I'm going to drop onto my knees, flatten my feet, and pull myself back into child's pose. Coming back, stepping forward, and rolling up. So if I'm going to try and show you all of this and have the camera catch all of it while I'm moving. So let's do a basic salutation to the sun sequence, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, thank you so much for being with me in this video class, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, breathing in, arms come out to the side and up. We're reaching up as we're grounding down, and then slowly hinge forward. So when I see the computer, I see my arms aren't level because the camera's not level. So we're hinging forward into a flat back. This is what it looks like. I've got my head up, it's like a dog back, and here I am. And then dropping down, breathing in, my hands are above my knees, I'm picking my head up, and then I'm softening my knees and bringing my hands down to the mat, taking the right leg back, taking the left leg back, and here I am, ready to move into my downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, plank, here we go, plank pose. Step the right foot forward, step the left foot forward, roll up, here we go, up, 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 and down the center line. I'm going to do the same thing now, taking the left foot back first. So here we go, breathing in, breathing up, exhale, come into a flat back, drop the hands all the way down, pick the hands up above the knees, and then soft knees, drop all the way down, take the left foot back, take the right foot back, push up into downward facing dog, and then come into that plank pose. So plank, I'm just trying to get my body in as straight a line as possible. Now I'm dropping my knees and I'm going to pull back into child's pose. Pulling back into child's pose to have a little rest. Coming back onto all fours, pushing up into my downward facing dog. And now I'm stepping my left leg forward, my left leg forward, my right leg forward, and I'm rolling up, and I'm coming down. So let's do that, another attempt or another variation on sun salutation. It'll be slightly different this time. So standing straight up, breathing in, lifting the arms up, grounding down to reach up, flying out to the side, hinging forward, dropping my hands down, breathing in, lifting my head up, exhale, dropping down, bending my knees, taking my right leg back like I did before, but this time I'm dropping my right knee on the ground and I'm bringing my arms up to the ceiling. So it doesn't show so well in the video, but my right knee is on the ground, bent with my foot going towards the back. So I'm lifting up my arms, Now I'm lifting my right knee off of the mat and I'm reaching up, up, up into the sky. I'm bringing my hands together and I'm going to take my right elbow and put it on the outside of my left thigh. So here I go. Right elbow is going outside of my left thigh. I'm coming up. I'm taking my arms up. I'm coming down. And now I'm stepping my left leg back, and here I am, back in my downward facing dog. I'm going to drop down onto my knees. I'm going to pull back into child's pose. Take 2 breaths in child's pose. I'm coming back onto my knees. I'm hooking my toes. I'm pushing up into my downward facing dog, and I'm stepping my right leg forward. I'm stepping my left leg forward and rolling up, arms out to the side, and I'm coming down. Okay, so let's do that on the other side. Here we go. Breathing in and up. Lifting up to ground down. Flying out to the side. Dropping down. Hanging down. Breathing the head up. Flat back. Dropping down. Now I'm going to take my left leg back and drop my left knee onto the ground. So here we go. Left knee goes back, drops onto the ground. I'm picking myself up. I'm reaching up. I'm reaching up. I'm reaching up. My arms are coming down. I'm now lifting that left knee off of the mat. I'm coming up now into a high lunge. Here I am in a high lunge. Bringing my hands down the center line. And now I'm going to take my left elbow and put it on the outside of my right knee. So here I go. Turning away, lifting up, coming, finding that center point, lifting up, coming down, taking the right leg back, pushing up into my downward facing dog, dropping my knees down, pulling back, and here I am in my child's pose. So, just coming forward, just sitting for one moment. Here we are. Just catching the breath, breathing in and out, and getting ready for another standing pose. So, pressing up into downward facing dog and walking myself back. And here I am, standing up and coming down. So, standing at the back of the mat, I'm just going to lift up my right foot, lifting up my right foot. I'm stepping it forward. I'm coming up. And I'm just going to arch back, and then I'm coming forward with my hands connected all the way forward so I can lean down over my outstretched leg. I'm coming up, dropping my hands behind my lower back, lifting my chest up. My front knee is now bent. I'm coming forward to that bent knee, dropping my head down, lifting my head up, coming up, taking my hands and stepping back. So this is a variation on Salutation to the Moon. I'm doing it in a very basic, easy way. Let's do it on the other side. So, lifting up my left leg, stepping it forward, arms are coming up, interlocking those fingers, reaching up and back, little back bend, coming forward, coming forward, coming forward, dropping those hands down towards the leg, breathing in, coming up, like taking those hands behind, rolling the shoulders back, bending that front knee, lifting up the chest, coming forward, head to knee, and then coming up, hands come back, and stepping back. So that's a very nice, simple standing posture. It takes us towards a balanced posture that we can do that engages similar movements with a slight variation. So here I'm going to lift up my right leg. I'm stepping it forward. I'm coming forward. Let me take a bend in that front knee, and I'm just going to lift my back leg forward and stretch myself out into Warrior 3. So let me do that sideways so you get a good sense of what I'm doing. So I'm taking my right foot, I'm stepping it forward, and I'm bending it. And I'm taking my weight onto that right foot, stretching my left foot back behind me, and I'm stretching, and I'm stretching my arms in front as my left leg stretches back. So just coming into a balance over there. I'm going to do it on the other side. So lifting up my left leg, lifting, stepping it forward, taking the weight into that left leg, bending forward into that left leg, taking the weight off of my right leg behind me, and then just stretching forward so that I have my balance. So when I did it sideways, it didn't seem to work so well. I'll just do it again. Here we go. Just stretching forward, keeping a balance, and then coming back, and here we are. So we're going to wrap up this little video. Once we've done some standing postures, some seated postures, some on all four postures, the next thing to do is relaxation. You could lie down completely flat on your back. I'm going to sit up so that I can talk to you, and just lay down on your back. Relax your forehead, relax your head, relax your shoulders, relax your spine, relax your pelvis. Relax your thighs and your knees and your calves and your feet, and let all parts of you just melt and relax into the floor. And take this time to just let your body process and enjoy the movement that you've given it this morning. While you're lying on your backs, letting your bones just release their work of holding you up. Your body, your muscles just melt off your bones. Let your body sink into the floor, and just enjoy the sense of relaxation. You moved, you overcame inertia, you did something for yourself, you kept your schedules if you're used to doing yoga at this time. You moved, you breathed, and now you get a chance to just relax, letting your breath be nice and easy and deep. While your muscles are relaxed, try to let your focus be on your breath, so that while you're laying down, you're not thinking of anything except that breath. Maybe while you're breathing in, you could be saying to yourself, now I'm breathing in. And while you're breathing out, you could be saying to yourself, now I'm breathing out. And so all you're doing is just allowing your body to relax, your muscles to relax, and allow your mind to just be focused on now I'm breathing in and now I'm breathing out. We'll do that just for another little while. Just relaxing, letting yourself be in ease. When we allow ourselves to relax, we allow the immune system to be empowered. We allow all the systems of the body to come into their optimum functioning mode, which they can't do when they're in fight or flight. So just allowing yourself to be here for another moment of deep relaxation. And then when you're ready, you can start stretching yourself out of this easy, relaxed space and start to move your arms and your legs and roll over onto one side into a fetal position and then bring yourself slowly into a seat again. And let's reach the arms up above. Bring them down the center line. Place your hands on your heart. Endorse yourself for doing yoga this morning. Endorse yourself for an attempt to keep yourself sane and balanced and happy and healthy in these crazy times.